heard recently that it costs an employer on average around £35,000 in the UK to replace an employee. And when you think about it, that's things like the 6 months ineffective behaviours of the employee before they leave, the in-between bit when you're looking to replace them, training up a new member of staff, loss of clients, HR costs, technology costs. It's expensive. So it's really important to do all you can to get it right. In this video, we're going to share some tips that's not only going to help you to attract the right staff, but also to retain them through a great interview process. So the first thing you're going to want to do when you're thinking about your interview process is to come up with a set process that you use for all candidates to keep it fair. This will also help you feel prepared when you're interviewing and could be a mix of 1-stage, 2-stage or 3-stage interviews, could be a mix of formal or informal interviews, could have things like assessments and could involve a mixture of telephone, video or face-to-face interviews. Having a set process will make sure that it's fair for all candidates and will ensure that you're well prepared when you're interviewing for the role. So now that you've got your interview process, just have a quick think about the relevance. Is it relevant for the role that you're hiring for? A 20-minute, 1-stage coffee interview that's informal with a CEO isn't going to be relevant for the level of that position. Having a 1-hour presentation for an entry-level admin assistant is also not going to be right. So just give some thought to make sure that your interview process is relevant for the role that you're hiring for. During the process, you're going to want to make the candidate work for it. Candidates who have been put through their paces are more likely to be loyal in the long run. Come up with some activities or assessments that's going to get the candidate thinking about what they might be doing on a day-to-day basis. That way, it will not just show you suitability, but also excite them about what's on offer if they're successful in the position. If you haven't already, involve a colleague during the interview process. It will give you a second set of eyes if you're unsure on which candidate to hire. It will also give the candidate a buddy on the inside if they're successful. And finally, it will make your colleague feel valued, that you've chosen them and that you value their opinion. From start to finish of your application and interview process, make sure that you communicate what to expect of the candidate throughout that whole process. If candidates are unsure, they could back out, and what you don't want to have happen is get to offer stage and that candidate withdraw from accepting because you haven't communicated what to expect. Communicating the process throughout will make sure you seal the deal and get the right candidate for the role. So to summarise, have a set process to keep it fair for all candidates. Ensure that process is relevant to the role. Put the candidate through their paces and make them work for it. Involve your colleagues to get a second opinion. And finally, communicate the process throughout to make sure the candidate knows what to expect. Thanks again for watching. Please do give us a like and subscribe for more videos and tips like this one.